What is up, guys? It's Nav here. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I have noticed lately I'm getting extremely low on gold. You can see on my character I have 192k and I'm definitely not hiding gold anywhere else. That is actually all I have, which is pretty sad. So I thought I would try earn some gold today. Now I felt like doing something a bit more interesting than, say, killing gargoyles or something along those lines. So I thought what I might do is actually go for a dragon pickaxe. Now obviously that's not going to be the best gold per hour, but it's something I've wanted to do for quite a while. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to make some gold and at the same time see how I go with trying my luck with this dragon pickaxe. So to get there, you do have to have first completed the Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf quest, and you can get there pretty easily by just heading to the Grand Exchange, going down this trapdoor. And once you're there, you do have to head to, I believe it's over here. We'll find out. Honestly, it's not somewhere I go to frequently. I've only been there just the once and only stayed there for 5 minutes after completing that quest, but we'll go find out right now. Great, so here we are. So despite the fact on the map it doesn't actually appear there is any sort of dungeon entrance, it definitely is here, I guess next to the River Keldra part, however you want to put it. So I'll quickly just talk about my setup just before I go in and get into combat. So I'm using magic, as you can see, got the magic gear on. Now I'm actually I've swapped to the Zaros spellbook. I will be using Blood Barrage first. Now that may not arguably be the most efficient thing to do, but I've got a ton of blood runes from Barrows from a long time ago. I've just been using them mainly to get Viswax, but quite frankly, this seems like a pretty decent way to use up a lot of them. It'll assure that I pretty much won't die. I'll be soul splitting and I'll be using Blood Barrage, but if I find them just sitting at full health, not really needing it, I'm actually going to swap to Ice Barrage, which is why I've got water runes. And as you can see by my inventory, my fire rune to water rune ratio is not very equal. I have a ton of water runes and not many fire, so I feel like if I have to Blood Barrage the whole time, I'm going to run out rather quickly. So I'm hoping I don't need them and I will be able to swap to Ice Barrage, but I don't know. I've never really done this before, but I would rather go in a little bit over-prepared than under-prepared. Now, I don't have food. I expect Soul Split to be sufficient, especially with Blood Barrage, and I am bringing my auras. I plan on camping there until I at least get a dragon pickaxe, which I'm expecting to be many hours. So I'm going to be starting off with a Penance Aura. I have Vampirism Aura and Runic Accuracy, so I'll probably cycle through them in that order, just because that's, in my opinion, how useful they are here. And as you can see, just a lot of prayer pots. I don't know how long they'll last or if I'll even need them, but again, I have a lot of these and I don't really want to have to continually bank. So, and in terms of the drops, I will be pretty much alking everything. Now, I haven't got it out yet, and I didn't actually think of it till just now. I am going to be using my legendary pet. It's something you have to buy off the store for rune coins, unfortunately, but it does pick up loot for you. It is excellent. So that'll be helping me collect some of the loot. So after entering the battlefield, it didn't take me too long at all to find a world, probably only needing to hop about 4 or 5 times. Now when I started this, I did completely forget I couldn't alch due to being on the ancient spellbook. Luckily the pet does have an ability which allows you to alch once every 10 minutes, and since hand cannons didn't drop that frequently, I managed to alch all of them. And then, luckily after about 2 hours, right as my second aura was running out, I did manage to get my dragon pickaxe drop. So I felt I got extremely lucky and I did even consider staying for another one. But I decided against this as I didn't want to push my luck. So everything else was pretty mediocre. I was getting about 140k defense experience an hour, but that is pretty decent considering the potential of a dragon pickaxe, and it's also relatively AFK. In terms of gold though, I didn't even make it over 100k, so I decided for the rest of the day I'd probably set my focus on trying to earn some gold. This is mainly just to help the upkeep on my Ironman, as you would be surprised how quickly buying runes, keeping Kingdom topped up, and repairing armor burns through your gold. So I decided to do some Celestial Dragons. Now I know there are definitely better things out there, but from memory of doing them on Slayer tasks, they usually seem to drop a decent amount of rune items to alch, and a lot of useful noted items, so I thought that would be a decent thing to camp. Now, after a little over 2 hours, I realized I had only gone from 259k to 339k gold. Now, technically I died once because my anti-fire ran out and I did pay for my gear back, which is about 80k, but it was definitely less than expected. In terms of general loot though, they had a great amount of charms and raw materials for smithing, crafting and summoning, which was nice, but I definitely did want more gold. So I decided to pick somewhere which I knew would be great gold, so I settled on spiritual mages. Now, there was no specific reason why. There was a few options I definitely had, but I think it was because I've never camped them before, and I thought that would make it a little bit less boring. So after killing them for nearly 3 hours, I hit 500 Zamarot kills, which was 500 spiritual mages, and decided that was a good time to stop. And the result was definitely what I was hoping for, bringing me up to nearly 2.9 million gold. Now, I know that amount doesn't blow anyone's socks off, but it'll definitely be enough to keep me going for some time. And on top of that, I did get a ceramic scale, which was nice. I do one day want to make a piece of ceramic gear, and if not the whole set. And I got a bunch of other useful noted items and runes as well. But that pretty much wraps it up for me today. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, if there's any content you want to see in the near future, feel free to leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah.